Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Soul. Today we are hopping into some spring decor. So today we're going to be making some 3D flowers that we're going to use to decorate this cute little bunny. I actually found this at Target at the little dollar section. And also this little O that is a part of a home sign that I have right next to my door. So it's just home spelled out. What I like to do is I like to replace the O with whatever decorations I can come up with. Right now there's a heart because obviously it was Valentine's Day. So what we're going to be doing is just putting some cute little 3D flowers on this to make it more spring-like. So today we're going to be using some pastel colors because what says spring more than pastel. I'm actually going to be using 8.5 by 11 inch paper just because I have found that the 12 by 12 paper that I actually have has more of a white core, so that means when you cut it out you're able to see that it's white from the inside pretty much, as opposed to the 8.5 by 11 inch paper that I do have that is color all around. And what I want, since I'm using pastel colors, is when I actually roll the flowers I want the color to stand out. So I already have my flowers picked out that I want to cut. I'll put the file number down below so it's easier for you guys to find. And what I'm actually going to be doing is I just chose different colors that I already have here that I'm going to be cutting. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to just duplicate each one. And this step is only to make it a little bit easier for me when I'm cutting, or rather a little bit faster. So I'm going to go here and just change the color. Say I want to do a purple rose. This one I am just going to change again to some color that I already have, just to save myself some time. This one will turn yellow. What other color do we have? We'll do this one pink, and it looks like we need a blue one. So you can see that each flower is pretty much just a different color. And again, this is just to save us time when we do cut them. I like to keep my flowers between 4 and 5 inches just because that's the size that I'm most comfortable with. I feel like it's a perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small, because we are working with smaller pieces. So you just want to keep that in mind. I mean, if you want to go bigger, go bigger. If you want to go smaller, definitely go for it. So we are going to go ahead and make these. And you see how you pretty much just get your flowers into one mat. So let's go ahead and load this up. Again, just make sure your settings are always on cardstock, and let's go ahead and start. So what I was doing with that other pink flower was just kind of massaging the paper, if you will. Just making it a little bit more softer this way. That way, when we are rolling, it's already kind of, you know, twisted up. Here's another yellow, and I'm actually just going to stack these on top of each other. So it looks like the leaves are up next. The leaves are for our roses. And I'm just going to use a darker green because obviously I want this one to stand out a little bit more. as you guys can probably see right here where it kind of lifts up a little bit in that cut, you're able to see that it's more of a white and not necessarily the purple color that the paper is. So that's what I mean by the paper has a white core. So see, I think if I put it here, you guys are able to see more of a white. So that's why we use the 8.5 by 11 just to keep it more vibrant. And we're actually gonna do just one of these cuts on the lighter pink paper that we have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and recut mat 4. Now what I did is I just went through and I separated all of the flower patterns that we had. And now the fun part is we get to start rolling. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your tweezers. So what you're going to want to do is just grab it by the end and just start rolling in. And just keep twirling and twirling. And what I like to do is halfway through, or a little less than halfway through, is I just like to pull out my tweezers. And I just like to go with my fingers. And just keep rolling. You want to make sure that the bottom is always even. So just keep rolling. Keep rolling. You don't have to worry about how tight it is, because once you get towards the end, you'll be able to loosen it up to your liking. So you're just gonna go ahead and keep twisting, keep twisting. Keep twisting. Obviously, the further you get, or the further out you get in the rows, the petals are going to be getting smaller and smaller. So you're just going to keep rolling. Then when you get to the end, it's when you want to let it out a little bit. I like to go like this and just take a handle over it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my glue gun, put it all in there, and when I go here, I actually let it loose a little bit. Just make sure that my center is all down. Here, pull this up a little bit, and there you go. It's our first rose. So I am just going to go ahead, pretty much just go through and show you guys what each flower looks like. Start twisting, and I kind of like to go through and just make sure that it's all round. Keep twisting. Pull these out and just twist. Again, you want to keep that bottom flat. And this one, since you can tell that it's a little bit more up, you can actually go through and fold your petals a little bit more. You can even fold them out. But this is how I want mine, again, because I'm working with small projects. That way you let it go one little tiny bit. We're gonna put glue on the small part. And you just fold it. We are just going to curve it in. I'm going to do that before it gets too tight in there. So it does get sometimes, you know, a little bit harder to just fold it with your fingers. This is the #1 reason why I need to invest in a quilling tool. It seems like those would be so much easier. We're just gonna keep twirling, twirling. I really love how you can just go, you know, full bloom with these flowers basically, or just keep them as tight as you want. So we're just gonna keep on going. And then when we reach the end, again, you want to unravel. And this one, I actually want to unravel a little bit more, just because I want to make this one look fuller. So we're going to grab our glue gun. We are going to glue this down. But they turn out really, really cute. Grab our tweezers. And these are actually the tweezers that came with my with the tool set. So they're reversible tweezers, which is really cool for these type of things. So we just sit here and twist and pull those out. This is just do you guys have any trouble with blowing these paper flowers? Or any tips to make it easier, make it blow? This one is actually a little bit smaller. So I am going to go ahead and unravel as much as I can, so that way it looks more full and it doesn't look too small compared to my other flowers. Then just grab your glue. You just go ahead and glue it up right here. So this is what all of our little flowers look like. Again, closer. They're really cute, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep rolling the rest of them. Alright, what we're going to do up next is we're just going to grab our cute little letter and start positioning our flowers around like so. We're actually going to yellow one right here. Yellow one down here. Actually, just gonna grab some of these right here, and we can just kind of stick those around. They don't necessarily need to go in with the roses. This one right here, we obviously will do like this. So hang this up there. Oh. And then the way I would do this a little bit more different. Just start off with our rose here. And what I'm gonna do is since it's kind of sectioned off, I'm just gonna stick to the ones right here. So actually, since we already have one of those, go in here with one of these. Put one of these right here. And I'm actually going to change this right there. I'm just going to stick this right here. And you can obviously move these around however you would like. I'm actually going to put this one here. Actually, no, I think I liked how this bigger rose looked. I'm just going to do these right there. And then this one right next to it. It. For this one, obviously we didn't use all of the flowers that we had cut for this. Alright you guys, so that's it for our spring decor video. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you stay tuned for more videos. Bye!